It is presently really fucking early in the morning. And by really early, I mean really late because it's 12:20 right now. Anyways, I just cried for like 2 hours because my favorite person in Stray Kids, Han Ji-sung, did a cover of How Do I Say Goodbye by Dean Lewis, and yeah, I started missing my parents like crazy. And so I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. I don't I don't know what I want to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know anything. I'm just here sitting waiting for my hair to dry so that I can go to sleep because I have work tomorrow, and like it's actually kind of bad that it's 12:30 a.m. and I'm still awake. That's not good. My house is a mess. I need to mop my floor. I need to vacuum my floor, actually. I need to stop forgetting Recyclables Day, because I always forget Recyclables Day, and now my house is full of pet bottles. You guys can't see it. I mean, you can kind of see it because I have clothes just sitting here. But my house is an actual mess. Upstairs, my loft is completely like dusty and horrible. I need to wash my sheets. I struggled to wash my hair for like the past week. I put it off for a whole week and it was disgusting. I don't know what I'm doing. And I feel horrible because I'm 29 and I don't know what I'm doing. And I feel like people who are 29 have some sort of understanding of where they're going or what they're doing or everything. And I have nothing. I've spent so much of my past like 5 to 6 years working towards Jet, that now that I don't have that to work towards, I'm lost. And I'm sure that there are other Jets that feel this way, because for a lot of the ones that I came with, at least, Jet was a goal in their brains. Like, it was always the like end goal. Like, they were like, oh, I need to do Jet. And so I'm sure that there are other Jets that feel that now that they're here, it's a now what? Because Jet is temporary. It is a very temporary stepping stone, and now we have to think of the what ifs for next. And it's terrifying. It's very terrifying when you realize that the goal that you are reaching towards isn't an end goal. And you're 29 and you don't have another end goal in your brain already, when other people around you are getting married or like in long-term relationships, and like they have like their careers sorted out for them, and they have like all this and that, and they're like, yeah, let's go, and you're just like, oh, okay, I don't know what to do next. And I'm 29 years old. My finances are shit. My house is a mess. I can't commit to anything. I am the type of person that would much rather just lie in bed and do nothing and then feel bad about doing nothing than do something. I am constantly exhausted. The minute I get home, I make food, I eat it, and then I go to bed. I feel like I'm drowning half the time, but I am happier. I am happier than I was back home. Despite missing my family, despite days where I'm like, oh, I'm not cut out for this, or I don't know what the future holds or anything, I am happier than I've ever been, which is terrifying because Jet is a temporary thing. And I don't know if any future Jets or Jet hopefuls might be watching this. I know that results are starting to come out, and it's wild to think that this time last year I was feverishly rechecking my email repeatedly, and it's just terrifying. It's just terrifying. So much can change in 1 year. So much of existing can change in 1 year, and you can end up going from having direction to absolutely none. Which I'm hoping that any future Jets or current Jets that watch this are already thinking of their next step. I was very much like a let me get here first and then I'll figure it out. And now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do. I need to find a balance. I went from being surrounded by comfort to being thrown completely out of my element, and I don't know how to manage it. And I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is like 13 minutes of me just rambling. Like, the only reason I'm even making these videos is because my hair is wet. Like, I don't know what the purpose of this video is. I don't know what I want people to get from this video. I have no idea. I just really, really miss my parents right now. And so I was like, let's make a video because I am feeling emotional. And I need to distract myself. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and cry while my hair dries. But yeah, I don't know. I tried for a month. It's so sad. I tried for a month to be committed to streaming. And I got 3 streams in, and then I dropped it, and I didn't get any videos up because I've been putting it off because I am not happy with anything that I've created, and I haven't been creating, and I've just been in this weird, like, robotic, go through the motions lifestyle for the past all of 2024. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this video is. I don't know what I wanted from this video. I don't know what I'm hoping to achieve with this video, but this is my almost 8-month later update to being on the JET program. I guess the honeymoon phase is over. The homesickness has definitely kicked in. For those of you guys who don't know, I am in Tokyo, so I got my first choice, which is not common, and my comfort level is very high, but so is the cost of living. And not a single video, not a single goddamn video that I've watched about past Jets and their experience and, you know, people who are vlogging their process as they're going, not a single one of them tells you how much time you spend just adjusting to life. And I live somewhere where my comfort level is very high. I have access to all of the things that I'm used to an extent, obviously, because like it's a different country. But I have access to a lot of stuff that I know for a fact some of my friends do not have access to. And so you would think that adjusting would be much easier, but it's not. I have been here for 8 months. My house is a mess, as you can see from this pile of clothes behind me. My house is a mess. The loft upstairs is incredibly dusty to the point where it gives me a sinus infection every now and then if I leave it for too long. My house is nowhere where I want it to be because nobody fucking tells you that buying furniture is goddamn expensive. It's so expensive to buy furniture, and then you start second guessing if that furniture was a good choice, which is where I'm at right now. I spent like over 100,000 yen on the furniture in my apartment, and I'm now second guessing if it was a smart idea to buy this furniture. And getting rid of furniture in Japan is a nightmare. So it's like I'm stuck with this, and I have to make it work, or like what? Like I have to figure something out because I don't know. And yeah, I very much took for granted my mom making my meals for me, because coming home after work is exhausting because then I have to make food and then I have to eat the food, and usually after I make the food, I don't want to eat the food because I'm just that tired, and then I have to do dishes. It's just all sorts of exhausting. Yeah, nobody warned me about adjusting, and I know right now that there are hopeful jets, there are hopeful applicants that are starting to hear back from their consulates of whether or not they've been shortlisted, etc. And I wish everybody the best of luck, but this is something that you kind of need to mentally prepare for, I think, and because nobody prepared me for this. Like, it's hard moving to another country where you're not confident in the language enough to be able to have conversations that you need to have to get by. Like, I can have daily conversations, but the important conversations I can't have. I'm too nervous about it, and I'm very lucky in that I am in Tokyo, so I can get the help I need in English. But I know some people who are not as lucky, and they are in places where there is no English support, and they have to just make do. But it's exhausting and so mentally draining, and makes you second guess everything. And I feel so incredibly homesick constantly. My parents were my biggest support team, and I didn't realize that, and I took it for granted. And they still are my biggest support team. I love them to bits. And it sucks being so far away from them. And I have moments like I did today where I just miss them dearly, and I think about making dumb decisions like going home for Golden Week, which is not smart because despite being 29 years old, my finances are not in order in the slightest. I constantly stress while thinking about my finances, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I don't know. There's no right advice to give to somebody. There's no like introspective like Hail Mary that I can provide any future jets or current jets that are looking for advice. There's nothing I can provide. It's a lot of it is soul searching, I guess, and adjusting and constantly adjusting. I don't think you'll ever truly be at a point in your life where you're not adjusting. At least that's how I feel right now. I make dumb decisions even at 29. I have all these ideas for how I want my life to be, but I'm not doing anything actively to make those things happen, which is, I think, a huge thing, is that you can want stuff forever. You can constantly want stuff, but if you're not doing anything to make that stuff happen, then it's pointless. Like, I want so much for me. I want to do better for me, and I don't do anything. I half-ass everything. I do the bare minimum. I don't do enough to get where I'm trying to get, and then I am sad that I'm not where I'm trying to get to. And for a very, very, very long time, this was my goal. Jet was my goal. And I'm sure it's like that for a lot of you guys, because some of the very lovely people that I came with, this was their goal for the longest time too. And now it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what my next goal is. I know I want to live in Japan long term, but I don't know how to make that happen. I have no marketable skills. I need to work harder on myself and hold myself more accountable and just hold myself more accountable. There's so much I want to do, and I just don't do it. And instead I make really poor choices with my time, with how I spend my time. And I need to make better choices, I guess, is what this is. And my battery is going to die. So I guess I'm going to end it here. So I hope that you guys got what you wanted from this. I need to go to sleep. My hair is relatively dry now, so I will do that. And yeah, I don't know what this was. I just needed to get this out of my body and into the world. So that's what's happening. And I think I'll do more like this. I think I'll just be honest instead of scripting, instead of trying to figure out a proper way to do this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.